everyone. My name is Sarah, one of the cheetah trainers here at the park. So one of the very lucky people that gets to take care of our 9 ambassador cheetahs. How is everyone doing today? It sounds like we're doing well. We've got an energized crowd. That's awesome. So welcome to Cheetah Run. You guys are here at a really fantastic time because you are just in time to see one of my favorite things that we do here with our cats, which is of course a cheetah run. That's what we're named after. It's what we do best, and it's one of the coolest things we do here. So you guys are here at an awesome time. We are actually going to be seeing the world's fastest land mammal today, which is going to be pretty exciting. Does anyone know how fast a cheetah can run? Shout it out if you know. Wow, you guys are spot on. So it's 60 to 70 miles per hour at those top speeds, and we are actually able to see those same exact speeds on this very own habitat, and that is all possible because of the awesome equipment that we have. So right now my coworker Alexis is taking a long green string all the way down to the end of the habitat. She's going to feed that green string through some removable pulleys. These pulleys are really cool because they allow us to change up our track pattern each and every day so we can accomplish different goals with our runs, which is really cool. Not a lot of other facilities that run their cheetahs have the ability to do so because they usually have fixed equipment. So it's cool that we're able to change it up. We can do things like agility runs where we do zigzag patterns. We can go around obstacles like trees or rocks. Typically for our presentations, however, we are focused on one thing, and that is, of course, speed. I know you guys want to see a cheetah run fast, so that is exactly what we're going to do for you today with that down and back pattern, because the less amount of turns that a cheetah has to make, the faster they are able to go. And not only are they fast, but they are amazing accelerators, so they can get up to those top speeds in under 3 seconds. So they are very, very quick, and it is really, really cool to see. But it is not something that our cheetahs initially know how to do. We actually have to teach and train our cheetahs how to run, which might sound a little bit silly, but it is actually typical out in Africa as well. In Africa, cheetahs are gonna have to learn at a very young age how to run because it is a matter of survival for them. So they're gonna watch their moms hunt, and then they're gonna play with their siblings, and eventually they're gonna try it out themselves. And through trial and error, they're gonna figure out what works and what doesn't. And I will give you guys a hint. What works is speed, of course, because they have to chase after very, very fast animals because they are chasing after things like gazelle and impala, very small, quick hoof stock. So in order for them to be able to survive, they have to be able to go at those top speeds. They don't run fast, they don't catch their food, they don't catch their food, they don't eat, they don't survive. So it really is a matter of life and death. Now that is not the case here at Busch Gardens. Our cheetahs are gonna get 100% of their diet every single day, no matter what. That means if our cheetahs do not wanna run, they don't have to run. And that kind of sounds a little interesting because, well, how do we get them out here running, right? Well, that is a really cool thing that we do, is we actually make them want to run by making it as fun and exciting as possible. That is one of our jobs as their trainers. So it's a really neat and cool thing that we do here. So it is really exciting to be able to share that with you guys. And how we do that is by using something called positive reinforcement training. Show of hands, who has heard of positive reinforcement training before? I see a good amount of hands up today. So those of you who haven't heard of it, don't worry at all. I promise you've used it even if you haven't realized it. So if you have a pet at home, you've ever asked them to sit, and when they sit, you give them a treat. It's positive reinforcement training. If you don't have a pet at home, you have kids at home, you ever had them do their homework, and once they finish their homework, they get to watch TV or maybe play some video games for a while? That is positive reinforcement training. I even use it on myself. I don't like folding laundry. I don't think folding laundry is a fun task at all. So what I've started doing is I actually watch my favorite Netflix show whenever I fold laundry. That makes me want to fold laundry. It's a very weird life hack, but it's something you can use on anyone in your life, whether it be your spouse, your siblings, even your pets at home, you can use it. And we can use it with all the animals here in the park, from our smallest reptile up to our largest elephant. It is something that all of our animals can benefit from because it makes learning fun. It makes them want to come out here and do the thing because they're going to get all of their favorite stuff for doing it. So what that looked like for our cheetah run is it all started with what we wanted our cheetahs chasing after. Now, we don't have a gazelle running out here across our habitat, although that might be a little interesting to watch. That's not what we're doing. Instead, our cheetahs are trained to chase after a feather lure. It's about 5 to 6 feathers tied together with a piece of string. Sounds super exciting, right? No, it's actually not that exciting, and a lot of our cheetahs did not care about those feathers at all when we first introduced them. And in fact, some of our cheetahs even hissed and spit at those feathers. They did not like them at all. So we had to teach them to like those feathers. by teaching them what those feathers mean. So anytime they interacted with those feathers at all, whether it was sniffing them, smelling them, biting at them, playing with them, they were gonna get all their favorite things. Once they figured out that feathers are good, they ended up getting those feathers moving. So we would move them along, and then eventually, once they learned it's a fun game of chase and catch, we introduced that machine. So like I said, it's a long green string, feeds through some pulleys, and it wraps around a wheel. This wheel can spin forwards and backwards and is controlled by a remote control, which today will be powered by Josh. So Josh is going to be the one who is running the machine today. So he has the really important job of communicating with Chi. Now Chi is one of our oldest cheetahs at 13 years old, but she's actually still in training. So there are still a few things that we're working on for Chi. One of those is her launch, her coming out of the gate. So when she starts running, a lot of the time she used to come out running and she wouldn't start running, the gate's back there, until she got to about here. That's not what we want to see. We want to see Chi running a little farther back, about around here. So if she comes out and she starts running, by the time she hits here, she's going to get to catch those feathers. Now if she doesn't come out running, she comes out walking, she doesn't really seem too interested in the run, we actually might catch those feathers for her. But that is typical of what you would see out in Africa. Cheetahs are only going to catch their prey about 50% of the time. So it is really important that we use that same type of learning here. So if she wants to get those feathers, she's got to run fast for them. But we'll usually give them a second chance. And usually what we see is on that second chance, she's going to come out even faster. So just to give you guys a heads up what you might see, it does look like our machine is all set up and ready to go. So that is awesome. It looks like our safety spotter, Alexis, is ready behind the scenes. So that is awesome as well. But you guys have a really important job here today as well by letting Chi know that we are ready to see her run. So I have a test question to see how loud you guys can be. Are you ready to see a cheetah run? Yeah! Oh, there's a lot of you. I think we can do better than that. You guys ready to see a cheetah run? Yeah! All right, you're gonna keep your eyes and cameras on that black gate in the back left-hand corner, and that will open when she is ready to run. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Chi. Yeah, give it up for her. That was absolutely fantastic. That is exactly what we wanted to see.